today we're going to be playing a game called Anime Philosophy, and basically the turn player is just going to reveal their boards on what anime they want to discuss, and then the rest of us will then proceed to talk shit or give that person a pass and say, you know, I really enjoy that anime. And for each justified punishment, they will receive, they'll roll a die and we'll pick out a number from the list and see what kind of punishment they will get. So, I mean, with that, I guess Dalton, you want to take it away?
Alrighty, so my first choice for anime is one that's kind of newer and is currently simulcasting like later this season, is Boku no Hero Academia. It's a very popular one right now, and I know that kind of leads a lot of people to hate it because it's popular, but if you actually like watch it and break it down and not compare it to other animes, it's really good, in my opinion. It has a lot of fantastical characters and new abilities and stuff, but it does follow a traditional shonen arc.
Alright, well said.
Alright.
What do you guys got?
I've seen it, not in its entirety. I think 2 or 3 seasons.
And what do you think?
Okay, yeah.
I liked it. I liked a lot of it. Give me good vibes of just general shonen formula, but it did have it did do something different, which I liked.
Yeah.
Dang. No, yeah, because I've only seen like the first episode, so, and I don't know what to think. I just know that like Major Glory is All Might, and that guy's pretty dope. Fucking Major Glory from Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, okay.
I think he's pretty OP. Like, what is he? What's All Might's
Power, it's all for one. So basically he just has really powerful fists and strength. He's Superman. He's basically
Major Glory.
But yeah, and
I haven't seen it at all, truthfully. I don't know. I have to get to it, but I haven't had the chance to see it, so no opinion.
alright. Seems like I passed.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen the movie too. The movie was good.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie actually.
That one's it's pretty good. It's like standalone too.
Okay.
So, luckily my girlfriend who hasn't seen it, we watched the movie and
It's still watchable.
yeah, it's really you don't need to have seen the anime.
Okay. All right. So for my anime, I'm gonna choose. This is really bad, but I'm gonna go with a harem called Nisekoi. It's just basically about like there's this guy. His name's Laku, and he made a promise when he was 10 years old to like this girl, and they said like, hey, when we meet again, we're gonna get married and unlock this key and like this lock, and this lock will unlock all of our like fantasies, and we're gonna get married and shit. So turns out there's like 4 other girls. How does that happen? With a key to their lock, so they just have to figure it out.
I'm trying to remember that one. I don't remember that.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it too.
I've also heard of it, and that goes to show my board, which is I have not seen it, but I have heard of it, and I've heard good things, but I don't have an opinion on it yet, so. But I would give it a pass.
Heard of it, haven't seen it.
Damn!
Characters
Mr. Niche Anime over here.
It's kind of mainstream. But
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm sure you do. Like
it's the underdog of the mainstreams.
Fair.
How about if we all haven't seen it, it's a pass.
Okay.
If you
That just
want.
means you're.
Or Harold, what's your opinion?
So I haven't seen it, but based off of what you told me, I'd say no.
Okay.
And my reason for that is because I feel like that's like the same plot that I always hear from like every harem anime ever. So I'll have to ding it for that. 'Cause I'm like,
That's true. I'll give you that, and I can't really explain. I can't explain what happens in the sense of why I enjoy it.
okay.
But I enjoy it more for its comedy than the harem.
Alright.
But until you see it, there's no way I can. Because there's this girl that goes over the top and like she'll do anything for Laku, and so she's like a billionaire, and she like makes one episode she made him a chocolate sculpture for Valentine's Day that was like
Wow.
12 feet tall or whatever.
That's crazy.
Is she crazy though? Is she like a yandere? Or is she like...
Shit, I don't know. What's a yandere?
So yandere is a type of archetype that basically they're so in love with the main character that they're crazy.
Okay.
They'll
yeah.
kill people.
Oh.
That's the type of crazy we're talking about.
She's not like that. She's just like, she's just expressive about her love and will go over like, over the
Okay.
top.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think I can change your mind, so I guess I'll have to take a punishment.
Alright.
All right, let's see what I roll.
What do you get?
18.
So is that 8?
So I pulled the wild.
Is that 9? Or is that 9?
No, that's
It's
8.
8.
Pull the
19,
wild
20.
cherry.
Oh, shit.
Pull the wild cherry.
Where is it? Where's that thing? I can't believe I got our inside joke. All right, so you want to hold it for me?
All right.
Or make sure, is it the right? I don't know if I'm in the right direction.
Oh, you want a piece
Does it
of
matter?
gum? It's awful.
Ow!
What did it do? Did it shock you?
No, it's like a clothespin.
Oh!
So great, it's just like,
It's a mouse
It's
trap.
like a mouse trap.
yeah. Dude, I just got Tom and Jerry.
That's
Do you have to
funny.
set it up? How do
Yeah.
you set it up? You gotta pull it
Yeah,
back.
you can pull it back.
Okay.
There you go.
All
Set it up for the next poor soul.
Jesus. All right. Your turn.
Okay. I think.
That was definitely worth the false love. For the record.
Oh, sorry, not that. Bear with me.
Every time someone says bear, I just think of Bear the animal.
All right, this is my anime.
Right.
Grave of the Fireflies.
I've heard of it.
Oh.
So if you guys haven't heard of this, it's pretty sad anime. It's literally one of the ones that I'm not ashamed to say it made me cry because man, that anime was just it ripped my heart out. That's how sad it made me feel. But it's about a World War II kid. He had to take care of his sister after both of his parents died during the air raids that happened in Japan when America was bombing them with fire, napalm. And in it, you see him and his sister trying to make ends meet. So that's why I consider it one of my top animes.
I give this a full heart. I agree. It is a fantastic movie. And I cried like a bitch too. As everyone should. If you don't have a heart.
Yeah, I mean, I think I seen like the opening sequence. Like I saw like the first 3 minutes, and I think it was like might have been the trailer or something.
Yeah.
And just from what I seen, it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Like-
It's really heavy.
So depressing, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to see it at the time because I know back in high school I used to watch like World War II like film of what went on in the camps, and
Yeah.
that shit had me fucked up.
That shit happened.
Yeah.
I was
There's-
bawling in the class, and like I went up to the teacher and I was just like, why would you show me
Why?
this?
Yeah, what is this?
Excuse me while I go shoot myself. real quick.
We're laughing now, but I literally had tears down my eyes. So
Yeah, well good.
I would give it a pass.
That means you have empathy for Holocaust.
I've heard of it, never seen it, but I will give it a pass. I feel like I would be bad to hark on it.
Yeah, I think it's universally loved. I don't know if I've ever met someone who doesn't like it.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah,
good
but-
choice, Harold. It's a free pass.
Well,
And you
that-
know
Yeah,
it.
I don't know if any of us have enough anime plot armor to tackle that one.
Yeah, no. All right.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
So my anime,
Oh.
Cowboy Bebop. I'm wearing the shirt of Ein, so I thought I'd represent. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. Very futuristic. It's about cowboys, also known as bounty hunters. Futuristic bounty hunters, where they live in a future where high-speed travel with spaceships is possible, and they're going around the galaxy trying to capture bounties. It's about their struggles and all the things they have to deal with going through space, and it was very interesting and beautiful anime, especially for its time. So.
What do you guys think? Because I actually love 90s anime, and since I know that it's getting a Netflix adaptation, did you hear?
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
about
it
it
is?
actually.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
A live action.
Live action. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Spiegel, the lead,
Yeah.
I think
Spike
they're,
Spiegel, yeah.
yeah, they're giving him an Asian actor named John Cho, the lead as Spike Spiegel.
Okay, John Cho.
Yes.
He sounds familiar. Is he working?
He's been in a lot of things, I think.
I think he's worked with Randall Park before.
I've heard that name before for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, but despite that, even though I love 90s anime, I might have to say no because I know Netflix live action adaptations are hit or miss. So, but we'll see how that goes because I know like Escaflowne, just to throw some names out there, Gundam, some 90s anime that involves space, Tenchi,
Dragon Ball.
Hero.
Oh, Tenchi one. Yeah, I know Tenchi.
But that's my take on it. You guys?
Well, I say I haven't seen it, but I will say yes because it is actually in my watch list. So I can't ding it right now because I don't know enough about it to ding it. So.
Well, you haven't been bragged yet.
That's true.
I always said I've seen most episodes and bueno. See you later, Space Cowboys. So good. Yes, yes.
I don't know, because I was specifically referencing the anime, so I don't know if it would count for the Netflix adaptation. It would be like if I mentioned or put Death Note and then you, and I'm not talking specifically about the.
True.
He just wants you to have a punishment.
Kinda, yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards.
Fair enough.
But
Fair
you give a good point, and it's not even out yet, so we can't really
Yeah.
ascertain. So
Yeah, we have to wait and see,
Yeah.
for sure.
you changed me.
Okay,
Change
I'm
me.
glad I can change. All right.
All right.
The Pokemon song?
You knew. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not a dick, and I don't want you to be fucking awkward by yourself.
So I'm gonna choose one that's maybe a little more controversial, so it's not so easy. This is one of my favorite animes because it's so fucking weird. It's Kill La Kill.
Oh.
A lot of people hate it, but most people I know love it. It's just really funky and it's original, and that's what I love about it. Like, not original as in the sense of like there's a tournament and people fight and stuff, and there's different colored haired people. But as in like the actual like art.
Good point.
By the end of it, you're gonna be like, what did I just watch? Like, and it's kind of like that whole like Japanese anime can turn anything into an anime. Like, oh, we're gonna write this anime about this tuna can that is sentient and falls in love with this wasp, you know. So anyway, I think it's great. What is it?
I have seen it to its entirety, unfortunately. I enjoyed it, but I don't know, like, the plotline got me confused, like you were saying. I didn't understand. I was like, what did I watch? Like, I don't understand the plotline per se, but I think I got the gist. Like, these girls are just trying to find an excuse to strip, so I'm a fan of that. So
There's more to it than that, though.
like what?
Like their clothes are woven with like
Power!
sentient fiber power. And like, yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
And they do
Okay,
strip, which
I was
is my
giving it a
forte.
pass.
I was like, oh, okay.
I
sorry.
was giving it a pass, but your explanation made me.
No.
You reneged my pass.
Negative sailor.
So that's my opinion on that, and apparently Dalton's.
Well, I'll give it a yes. I've seen it. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. Beautiful art and art style, and I like the quirkiness of it. Animation style reminds me of Fooly Cooly, which is also very erratic and not much making sense, but kind of just gotta go with the flow with it sometimes. And I like animes that do that, or just things in general that kind of.
Everyone here has good taste.
I like it. I like it when they don't like. When they make it so they don't have to explain every little thing to you, and you can leave it for your interpretation.
Suspension
Yeah.
of disbelief.
It's true.
That's what makes a good anime.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything has to be explained.
All right, so second for round 2.
Uh,
Oh wait, do I get a punishment?
yeah, you dug yourself in a hole, dude.
For the sake of entertainment, I will agree with you.
Don's
Thanks for bearing with me.
Yeah, as long as it's not bad.
It's
really
see
bad.
that roll, baby.
Oh, big money,
The
big money,
Diet
no
Destiny.
whammy, stop. 20.
So that's a 2.
Sniff the big pen.
Oof.
How long of a sniff are we talking?
Yeah, how
I'm gonna get
long?
high
Let's
as
say
fuck.
let's say 10 seconds.
You're already high.
You're right.
Let's say 10.
Let's get high.
Let's say 10 seconds since it's 10.
Alright.
Okay.
20
Alright,
seconds
yeah,
since you
yeah.
rolled a 20.
Okay.
You gotta make it official.
Alright.
Roll
Get the
for it.
timer out.
Let's get a timer.
Okay. Nandesuka.
Nani?
So full 20.
20 seconds?
Nanda
You rolled
kore?
a 20. So
Alright.
as soon as you open it, then.
Give it up, Nostradamus!
I'm sniffing.
Oh yeah, that good shit.
This is throwback.
This is actually gonna get me high.
Throwback to high school.
I'm just gonna breeze
5
over it.
seconds.
One last whiff.
All right.
He's got it.
Alright, you got it.
Oh, that's dreadful.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Alrighty.
Alright. That was mild compared to some of the other ones on that damn list.
Yes, I agree.
Let's see, what anime do I want to talk about? Ah!
We've gotten the milder ones so far.
Okay, so this one is, I like this one because it was kind of long, and I know recent anime, they tend to only have like a season or two, and this would be Shakugan with Shana. They have like 3 seasons, and I think they're about 24 episodes each, which was, I don't know if you guys know, but back in the day, they would license anime in groups of 13 episodes increments. So 13, 26, 39, 52. And this kind of falls in that category, and basically it's just about this. She's kind of like a lolly girl, but I mean, she's like, the story is she's 10,000 years old. I don't really
Like
feel-
every lolly
You fucked
ever
yourself up
existing.
and you said lolly.
But so she's a 10,000-year-old flame god who like goes around killing off demons, and basically she meets a human one day, and he sees her somehow, and basically gets roped into the denizens of that world. So it's just like another Bleach in a sense, but instead of Ichigo, it's like a Rukia. So
Okay. So it's like a flipped over Bleach, where the main character is Rukia instead of Ichigo.
exactly.
Makes sense.
No. I haven't seen it, but I don't like lollies.
It's LOL.
Fair.
I like how you spelled lolly like a lollipop.
How do you spell it?
LOLI.
Fail.
Oh.
Like Lolita.
Senpai noticed me.
Do I get a punishment?
Wrong.
Alright, me, I haven't seen it, so I don't have an opinion on it. From what I've seen, lollies, they do tend to be great comedic relief, so I'll give it a pass.
Haven't seen it, but I will give it a pass. It sounds interesting. It sounds similar to other animes, however, it's not, it's not cut and paste, which I like. But I don't have anything negative to say about it. Also,
Yeah, I mean, so I would, if you guys do want to watch it, I would suggest skipping season 2, because at the end of season 1, I mean, some spoilers of, but once you see the episode, you would know that this would happen right off the top of your head. So like they just defeated one of the evil main characters,
Okay.
and then but somehow she gets reincarnated, and they're like, who is this evil character that suddenly dropped into my classroom? Who could this be? And so they spend all of season 2 going, who is this character? Let's figure that out.
Yeah.
So please skip it, and then season 3 is a war, and that's dope as fuck. I want to see 26 episodes of war. So that's what my jam is. So I have one coming up
oh yeah,
on a hot platter.
you do.
No.
All right,
Please not
Just
onion,
lollies.
please not onion, please not onion.
dude. If it's the onion, I'm making something. Sit down with me.
Once you be the onion.
What'd you get?
13.
13, axe in the face.
Oh shit!
God. Can you close your eyes and
Yes.
Wait, hold on, I'm moving because I don't want to smell it.
Yeah, you've done this. You're traumatized.
You
You
get
have
PTSD as soon as you
Yeah,
smell
right.
it.
Is it
Can I do the honors?
Sure.
Alright.
Oh, it's not about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Just one spray or what? Down the face? You want to take off your
Yeah, just a
glasses?
nice
or-
wave.
Do I want one or two short sprints?
Just one spray down
Or
the
Yeah,
5 whole
down the
seconds.
down your face.
If you let me, I would say I think two short sprints is a little better than just.
Fair.
But up to you.
So like that and then that.
No, just like instead of
One
like straight
forward.
across, just
Yeah.
do like two like.
In the nose.
In the face.
Yeah, like you're gonna pepper spray me.
Oh god. No. Alright.
Just let me know.
Okay. Close your mouth.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I've been scammed.
But you smell nice now.
Is
Damn
that,
right.
is that how? I feel like that's.
I feel like I just woke up.
I feel like I just maced someone, and that feels good. Okay.
Alright. Get ready for another controversial one.
Uh-oh.
These are my favorite.
Alright, here's mine. Goblin Slayer. So, everybody has ragged on this anime, especially for the first episode. It has the most darkest episode I've ever seen of any beginning anime. And I watched it, man, it was a breath of fresh air. Like, I haven't seen an anime get that dark and like not mess around. From what I've seen, like most animes nowadays, they seem to be very lighthearted, but this anime, straight into the end of the pool. So, for that, I give it a thumbs up.
Okay. Episode 1 was fun and kind of gore porn. But the rest kind of just got boring in my opinion. Like I felt like it didn't know what it wanted to do really. But like I still enjoyed it. Like I can't give it a full pass, so like it'll have to be a no for me because like I feel like they did that first episode to bring everyone in.
Right.
And then like, you know, it kind of just, I thought it was going to continue that trend, which I again was kind of excited for because I like the dark shit. Like that's why I love Steins Gate. That's why I love like Dead Man Wonderland, like things like that are just gory and berserk and you know, yeah. But
I would agree with Dalton. So I've only seen like the first episode. I actually watched it with this guy, so I agree with him in the sense that like they should have just chose a path and stuck to it because I don't really like being like tear jerked through emotion. They're like, hey, we're gonna make you feel like shit one episode and the rest is gonna be totally different. I'm like, that wasn't really my jam.
yeah, you were visibly upset.
Yeah.
You're just like, what did I watch?
Yeah, and normally I'm not that anal about shit like that. But I don't know, that one was like I was a fucking piece of poo in the taint of that is Goblin Slayer.
Yay.
Good way to put it.
Although I did like I did see it came out for White Schwartz, that card game that I was talking about, and I do like playing that game. So I'm kind of undecided if I were to choose. Maybe if Lenny's explanation might steer me towards a different path.
I actually haven't seen it. I've heard of it though, so I don't have. Sadly, I do not have
This is what I see
anything
when I
to say.
hear you say white shorts.
Yeah,
Shorts.
I mean it is German, so.
White.
Alright, so do I get to like defend myself or
Yeah,
do I have
sure.
to?
If you have,
Yeah. I'll let you defend yourself.
Okay, so yes, I get that after the first episode, it went off and kind of like didn't go as crazy after the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think about it this way: how are you gonna top what happened in the first episode? You know,
Clickbait.
yeah, the first episode it got you into it, but how are you gonna keep going if you don't,
I
at
would
least
wanna-
establish the characters?
Mm-hmm.
Give them some backstory, because it's just if they just get
That's
killed
true.
off right away, how am I gonna care about the character?
That's true.
Okay.
Like, and I'll give it that the character development in the show is pretty decent. But at the same time, though, it's like not to bring up a non-anime thing, but like Game of Thrones, for instance, kind of did the same thing, where it was just like the first season, they're like, spoiler alert,
Right.
they kill their main character, and then it's like, where does the show go from here? But then they spend some more time building some more characters, and then they kill more off. So like, I hope that's the same with Goblin Slayer. Like next season, maybe we'll see one of these main people die in a horrific, entertaining way.
What's your consensus? So you're gonna give it?
Still don't know.
Still
So,
on Alright.
Sorry.
Okay. I don't want to lay it on you because I did it last time. I'll
Yeah.
give it a pass because as you were speaking of like references. Like I don't know if you guys have seen Akame ga Kill.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
so good.
I love the anime, and all they do is kill off fucking main characters.
Spoiler alert.
So
One person that lives, guess who?
so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, even though I haven't seen episode 1. So take that as you will.
All right. Well, I'll take 1. That's fine. That's
All right.
fine with me.
For entertainment's value.
I got 13. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'll give you a
13.
choice. I'll give you a choice. You can take that, or you can take 2 punishments.
Okay, fine. I'll do
What's
it.
13?
It's axe in the face
Oh.
again. I'll do it. I'm down.
Axe in the
whatever.
face?
Yeah.
Are we gonna make him do it himself again?
Yeah.
No.
Is Lenny the axe master?
Yeah.
Okay. You want 1 or 2?
Take 2. It's only
The
fair.
man who passes the sentence swings the
3,
sword.
2, 1.
Finish him!
I'm merely the messenger. You guys are
Now
not.
both of you smell nice.
Ah.
Winning.
I don't think 2 sprays is the strat, but
I'm having middle school flashbacks.
Yeah, right.
locker room
Locker room.
flashback.
Yeah.
All right.
So the last one for round 2.
All right.
How many rounds?
Let's do 3.
Yeah.
Anime I have chosen, Initial D.
Ooh.
If you guys know or have heard of
Huh.
it. I chose this because I'm currently rewatching it right now with my roommate. He hasn't seen it yet. I really liked it a lot. It taught me a lot about cars. If it's a drifting anime, how I describe it is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift the anime. If there was an anime for that. Similar to how, you know, Boku no Hero is the Sky High anime. It's the same thing. So it's about this guy named Takumi. He works at his family's tofu shop. His dad was an OG street racer, and his dad like low-key kind of taught him how to drift by making him deliver tofu, and he would put like a cup of water in the cup holder and fill it to like a specific point, and if it spills at all while he's drifting, then he ruins the tofu, so he has to learn how to drift, not only learn how to drift, but drift very smoothly so that
It's
he
a
wouldn't
very
ruin.
Japanese way of learning.
It is a very Japanese way of learning something. It is like you have to be as optimal as
And
possible.
yes!
Yeah, so
You spilled the water!
I really liked it a lot.
Tofu shop don't run itself.
I really like how he grows in it. I feel like he grows a lot. So what is your guys'?
I don't know anything about it. It sounds pretty interesting.
It is
though.
really
I
good.
actually probably would watch
It's
it.
very it's pretty old, but
Okay.
the animation style gets better.
Especially
as it
with
goes
cars.
on.
Old animation looks good with vehicles in my
Yeah,
Like,
the cars in it look
like-
beautiful, and all of a lot of the cars in it are like cars you'll recognize or
Okay.
hear about.
Cool.
Classics.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it, and I'm kind of conflicted about it because I know it seems like it's a classic, and I think I would be willing to watch it. But since I have it, if I were to give it a pass, I would give it 1 because I think it's funny.
How so?
In the sense, I think the concept is funny, just like how you were explaining it.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe, like, you know, like an average, like a tofu
High
shop,
schooler. He's a high schooler.
working at his dad's tofu shop,
Yeah.
would, you know, just fall into this, you know,
Yeah.
right down this deep rabbit hole, and
Yeah, he eventually gets into street racing because his friends, one of his like high school classmates and his coworker takes him to their local mountain, which is the one that he drives down. And these guys from out of town who are like the best in their region come, and he's the only one that can stop him. And then eventually, and it's funny because he doesn't even really know anything about it or like it, and like he didn't even know like what kind of car he had. So like he goes through this like adventure of like
he
eventually
went biker
learning-
wasted at a bar to find out what he was made out of.
Yeah. So like he's really good at drifting, but he has no idea about anything about cars. So it's just really ironic that he doesn't even like racing at first, but then he eventually it grows on him. So
Nice. And me, I'm gonna say yes, even though I haven't seen the anime. I've watched the movie, and it was really good.
the live action or just animated?
The live action movie.
Okay, yeah. I've
So
seen it.
I've seen it, and yeah, granted, I know live actions are not like the greatest adaptation, but just based off of what I saw in the live action, I think I definitely would want to watch the anime. So I actually have it on my watch list right now. So I'll say yes.
Awesome. Glad,
Damn, I think you passed.
I'm glad I passed it. I'm
Captain No Punishment over
you
there.
and
You have to
you
change
and
that.
oh wait, actually,
Executioner!
yeah, I am.
No, axe to the face for you.
Yes.
So for round 3, my last anime of choice is a funny one, a comedy that I am obsessed with. I think it's hilarious. Is The Devil's a Part-Time.
Oh, I love.
So like, you know, Lucifer comes into the human world, I think by accident, and then he gets stuck there with only a certain amount of magic. So basically he just has to become a normal person, and it's just you, and he meets other people, then other people from the demon world come in, and it's just like, just so heartwarming and hilarious and funny, and just, I love it.
The irony that it's heartwarming. It's the devil.
Okay, so I've seen the first episode, so I kind of know what he's talking about, and I remember it specifically because when me and my friend were watching it, the beginning sequence was them talking like in a different language, and we're like, man, what is this English dub shit?
Yeah.
We're like, we really need to change this shit, and then like so we changed it to like conversely it wasn't Japanese subs, but we changed it to English dubs, and it was like completely different. And we're like, oh no, they're just speaking gibberish real fast. So I thought it was really entertaining, and yeah. So the devil's like working at like a burger joint. That's all I can really tell you.
It's funny.
I've seen a little bit of it. I actually think I've seen like some clips of it on YouTube, and it looks pretty funny.
Yeah.
I gotta admit,
I like it a
It looks
lot.
like it'd be pretty entertaining. So I'll give it a pass.
I've seen it. I love it.
Hell
It was a
yeah.
pass.
I made it through.
I really like in general the
Spoke too
the
soon.
plot. I like the plot of when
Hey!
they have an OP character and then they like humanize. They humanize like an otherworldly character, which is really funny because then you see them going through the same struggles we do, and it's just funny how they react to the same struggles we do, and it's really nice.
It's kind of like Undercover Boss.
Yes,
Anime.
Totally.
Oh, shit.
With the devil.
with the devil.
All right, so consensus pass.
Yes.
Pass.
Cool. All right, so here's.
I was gonna say.
All right, so my anime that I want to talk about is like I think it came out maybe like spring 2018
Yeah,
or
or
2017.
17, yeah.
Oh, it's 91 days, and basically it's about this kid Emilio, and it starts out where he has a flashback of why he joins the mob, and basically he watches his family get slaughtered because of like some mob shit. Like I think his family was planning a coup, and he got fucking caught red-handed.
Wow.
So the whole anime is about him just getting revenge, and I think it's kind of thought-provoking, and it's cool to see some action happen in animes these days without plot armor.
Yeah. Alright, I've seen the first episode, and I always like a good old-fashioned coup d'etat, and it was good for the first episode I saw. Could be terrible after that, who knows?
Gotta watch it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm a filthy casual because I haven't seen that either. But based off what I hear, I would say yes. It sounds like a pretty good anime, and like Dalton said, I think coup d'etats are pretty interesting in themselves. So I'd have to give it a pass.
I also haven't seen it. I'm also filthy casual, but it sounds interesting. I would definitely give it my time, and if not, at least throw it on my list to give my time at one point or another.
Cool.
You pass.
God.
No more axe in the face.
I
But
think
this time it's a real axe.
I had to think really hard for that one,
Long and hard. Yeah.
especially since we're coming up with that axe throwing bar downtown.
Yeah. I do want to try that.
Drunk?
No. Didn't that seem like a bad idea? Well, sure, fine. All right, let's go. Let's get drunk and throw axes.
Yeah, that's fine with
All
me.
right.
That's the whole point of the
That
experience.
sounds pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Be like Jason Momoa, just like.
I got my next anime, so mine is Rezero. And I was actually talking about this earlier, but I've been watching it and I've been binging it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So what it's mainly about, if no one's seen it, is you have a guy named Natsuki Subaru. Yeah, I know, like the car brand. He basically wakes up in another world. So it sort of has like a Konosuba or Sword Art Online type of vibe at first. But then it doesn't, because after like the first couple minutes, it takes a dive into the deep end again, which it's one of those animes that it just totally takes you for twists and turns. You don't know what's going on. You think that you know what's going to happen, but then it just, nope, that's not where it's going to go. So I'd recommend.
All right. I've seen all of it, and I liked it a lot, so it's a definite pass for me. I have nothing to add. You explained it well.
Thanks.
I've heard of it, and I'm gonna give it a yes.
It's over, right? They're not going to continue it? It doesn't keep going?
I heard there's actually a second season.
Definitely
Oh,
on my list.
damn. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
They're
I need
announcing.
to watch that.
Wait, so was the first season just 13?
No, the
26.
first season was like 26 episodes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
That whale scene? Oh, so
Yeah.
so
Oh man, I just watched that earlier.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
so the second season would be, do you know if it's announced how many episodes are going for?
I don't know how many episodes. I just know that they did say that they're making a second season.
Okay, that's pretty
So-
dope. So I've seen bits and pieces because I walked in on like my brother, not in like that, but him watching an Nisekoi called Rezero.
What if it was both at the same time?
That's a really
He's into weird
tiny
shit.
root niche.
Yeah, oof.
But so I walked in on him
Watching it.
watching that, and now you got me thinking about it. But so I think there was a scene where like he was with like who's the Ren, the blue-haired girl,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Ren.
and like they were on like they were all at war, and like they were like on horses or some shit.
Yeah.
And that scene, like, it was crazy because like it kind of felt, that episode just kind of felt like a movie. That like
I think you saw the whale part probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a big movie basically. It's like 3 episodes, 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's really cinematic. It's funny too because a lot of times they won't show like the opening, you know, the OP song that every anime usually starts with.
Yeah.
They'll just cut straight into
That's
it.
when you know it's epic. Like that's when you know it's an
Yeah.
epic episode of anime. Yeah.
But if you guys haven't seen it, I totally recommend it. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and it's not for white shorts too, so I mean that's pretty much the only reason why I know about it. But I mean, I think I might have to neg it though, only because
Why?
I have a niche with I hate when shonen characters get amazing plot armor and have breakdowns like Ichigo Kurosaki and fucking come out on top.
See, but
But
with
he can't die.
the thing with
What
Subaru
is it?
though,
Subaru, he can't die. He gets restarted every time he dies.
that's the main thing
He
with
respawns.
ReZero. The main character, every time he dies, he comes back to a certain point. So I know a lot of people are
So
like,
this guy's
"Whoa."
immortal?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But here's the catch though. It's not so much about him dying, it's more about his mental state. Because some of the things that he has to go through in the anime, like you see him break down and have mental like
Torture. Yeah.
it's mental torture. So honestly, I feel like that's worse than death because you see everything that you care
That's
about
true.
brutally murdered in the worst ways
and
possible.
no escape from it. And repeated
Exactly.
trauma over and over.
Exactly, and that's
I'm
why.
glad you brought that up because you're talking about trauma. I'm gonna have to neg that shit.
Oh
Ichigo
my
Kurosaki.
gosh. All right. Well, I guess that's a no.
The only
Sorry,
person to
bro.
get
That's
2
fair.
punishments.
I've been getting like low-key acts in my eyes
Right?
from both of you guys.
All right. Well, I guess I get 2 punishments, so I'm gonna go then.
Oh god.
Wait, just one, right?
Oh wait, just one?
Yeah, I said
Okay.
yes.
I thought you said 2.
If you
so.
can take it,
No.
I won't stop you.
No, you're the only person
Why,
who's got
why would I
2.
want more than one?
Like,
2. Shotgun a beer.
Ah.
God dang it, man.
I feel like these dice are rigged.
Wait,
like, we
if
just
you'd
keep rolling
rather,
the
I
same
have a
ones.
diet soda if you'd rather shotgun.
Nah,
Shotgun
I'll do a
diet
beer.
soda.
That's fine.
Diet soda.
God.
I'll shotgun a
actually-
diet soda.
I actually like beer too, but not this kind.
Oh god.
Do you want the funnel? I don't know what would make it easy. I'm just trying to make it easier on you.
No, I'll just down this.
And you have 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah,
Okay, you guys are on time.
Yeah, I got you.
Can you do it in one
Oh, in one
Oh,
go?
yeah, you can.
One goal.
Okay, not
You can
not one
pause.
gold, but like
Do you have scotch tape on your phone?
You damn right.
But like in
Check it
one-
out.
one.
Fixes
Is
everything.
that what we're
Classic.
talking about here?
I think so. I don't know.
We're
We're
talking-
just talking about like straight up, right?
Oh, yeah.
As long as you just like do that, like you can just like hold it, but as long as you get it within 30
yeah.
seconds.
I won't let
Yeah.
the beer
That's,
can go
that's a
down.
good pose.
All right.
Well, if you're gonna do beer bong,
Hey.
that is beer bong.
All right.
Alright, so I have a stopwatch. Let me know when you're ready.
That's.
Chug, chug,
Dum,
chug,
dum,
chug, 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 chug.
5 seconds.
You have a lot of time.
Go, 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 go!
Chug.
Dang, dude, he's killing
You
it!
gotta crush it too. Oh.
Yeah! Record time, 14 seconds.
Oh jeez. Oh god.
Does that,
That
does that
hurt.
give you flashbacks to
Fucking
college?
beer. Alright, well, that's a good way to,
All right.
to end it on a high note.
Oh god.
One more.
Oh no, my eraser.
he's already
It's
feeling
still
the
racist.
effects, dude. He lost his eraser.
You have been erased.
Oh god.
Starting
over from zero again. Oh, thanks.
All right. So for my last anime, I chose Lucky Star.
Oh, I know this.
I like that one a lot. It's about these 4 schoolgirls, and it's pretty much just like about their daily lives. And okay, it's a slice of life. And yes, slice of life aren't supposed to have a plot, but of all slice of life, this one has like no plot. It's pretty much just them going by their day-to-day lives, and there's not really conflict, but they do have a lot of references to other anime, and they just have like, it's actually kind of educational. Like they talk about like how to eat like a croissant or some shit, you know, like how they don't like to go to the dentist, just like real life shit.
Yeah, relatable.
We're pretty relatable, and then it's about like, it makes jokes about Initial D, it makes jokes about Gundam, it makes jokes about like every like other anime. So overall, I just really liked it, and I like how they expand from the 4 girls to the rest of their classmates. All of them are girls. They're like, most of the characters are girls, but I like that, and I just like how they interact with each other.
So I haven't seen it, and I think I should jump in here because we need some good news in this. In that I've heard good things about it, and it's also another. You guys, even though you guys said that I have like the minuscule ones, like choices, you guys have like all the ones that for the card game White Shorts that I play. They all have sets for it now.
Whoa, weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, I don't really have.
Is this a sponsored ad for Why Show?
Damn right. Trying to
What-
get
what
people
is
to play
that?
it.
I haven't heard of that.
So basically, it's like, it has a German name, but it's a Japanese card game where basically each expansion set is one anime.
Oh, that's cool.
So like you could have Lucky Star versus Rezero.
So
Okay.
what is it, like a battling game, card game?
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's loosely Pokemon,
Oh, okay.
but just Lucky Star themed for that
Okay,
expansion.
nice.
And so basically, like, you can't mix and match, but whatever the set is, you have all that many cards to
That's awesome.
make your deck.
Yeah, it's closer to Pokemon than it is like Magic or anything like that.
I would say so.
Mhm.
What's your opinion on it, man?
So I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say no because you haven't had a punishment.
All right. Fair enough.
That slice of life right there for you.
Yeah, I'll get you a slice of life here in just a second.
I've seen it, but I'm gonna have to say no
Oh!
to it too. And I feel bad, but I tried watching it. I've heard so many good things about it, but I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. I've watched a couple of episodes and it's not really for me.
Says the manager.
Understandable. It's hard to get into if you need like something like of the plot to stimulate you, because it's not very stimulating.
Like 4 schoolgirls.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I feel like it's one of those shows that, I don't know, reminds me more of a cartoon than an anime.
Yeah, it's more casual. more casual watching.
So yeah.
All right, fair enough.
No.
So consensus, 2 out of 3.
2. Oh, I'm getting all. Getting, okay, 2. That's not that bad.
Nice.
That's not that
It's not that
bad.
bad.
Please don't tell me axe in the face.
It's gonna be the onion.
Number 3, dude.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Already good.
Oh, you good. We got the other one.
I'm already tearing up. Like before. Okay. No whammies, no whammies. Stop. 8 and 3. God fucking damn it!
got the
Yes! And the wild
Oh.
Do them at the same time.
You want to do it to yourself? Executioner?
cherry. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Axe in the face.
I'm not trying to smell
God
more
damn,
like
right.
that.
I'm the only one who doesn't smell
Wait, so
like
he's got
that,
axe
like
and he's got
a middle
18.
school boy.
Holy watch. Okay.
Alright.
Hey, he's got both of my punishments. Dang. Dang city, son.
You got this.
2 spritzes.
No, I'm doing one.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do one really long one.
Okay. Alright.
No, not a long one. What?
Yeah, because that's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's why I did 2 small ones. Small, 2 plus.
Fuck.
Oh, there's one!
All right. Give me the wild cherry. Oh, this is gonna.
You came up with the name.
The top or the bottom?
Anyway.
Find out.
Oh god. Fuck, I don't even like gum. Where does it come from? The top or the bottom?
You'll
Find
find
out, son.
Top.
God
Top.
fucking damn it. Can I get it out a little bit?
It's your strategy.
Just so I can even.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that wasn't
Lucky.
that bad. I lucked out. I still did it, but I lucked out.
Well, all right,
GG's,
guys.
guys.
Thanks
Yeah.
for thanks for watching. I hope you guys got some good anime recommendations. That's it. We'll see you next time.
Should we end it all there?
Brought to you by White Schwartz. Brought to you by White Schwartz.
Sponsored by that.
Up till now, how many times I've tried to tell you please take care of yourself. Then with tear-stained eyes, I sadly said goodbye as I waved and wished you farewell. Then I think of how much longer
Haru.
must I wait? I look inside myself.
Again.